money. We don't have a money problem. We have a story problem. Our financial choices seem to be about spreadsheets and logic. But the real battles happen in our minds, shaped by pride, past wounds, and the invisible scripts we carry. The true story of wealth isn't just about the math. It's about the psychology driving every single decision you make. This discussion is inspired by the profound insights in Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. Let's explore the human drama behind the dollar signs. We all arrive with a different financial biography. Your parents' income, the country you were born in, the economic climate of your youth. These aren't just facts. They're the raw material of your money story. They forge your deepest beliefs about risk, security, and what's even possible. Consider the stock market. If you came of age in the 1990s, you saw a historic bull run, making investing feel like the obvious path. But were your formative years the stagnant 1970s? The market felt like a trap. Inflation tells a similar tale. Live through the high inflation of the 80s, and you'll never ignore it. Grow up in the stable 2010s, and it's a theoretical concept. Your personal history doesn't just inform you, it becomes you. Every financial move you make feels perfectly rational inside your own story. As Housel frames it, people aren't crazy. They're just living out the lessons of a world you've never seen. Your financial decisions are stories, not spreadsheets. There's one force in finance so powerful, its results seem like magic, and it holds a secret about the world's greatest investor. Warren Buffett's skill is legendary, but his true superpower isn't just picking stocks, it's time. A staggering 97% of his monumental wealth was accumulated after his 65th birthday. Why? He started building his financial base at age 10. He gave compounding decades to work in silence. Let's illustrate. You invest $1,000 at 8%. Year 1, you earn $80. Year 2, you earn interest on $1,080. Your gains start earning their own gains. This seems simple, but our brains struggle with exponential curves. Now, imagine if Buffett had started at 30, like most. Even with his phenomenal 22% average returns, if he began with $25,000 and stopped at 60, his net worth today would be about $12 million. That's 99.9% less than his actual fortune. The difference is the foundation laid early and the sheer length of the runway. But here's a twist that reveals the true power of time. Another investor, Jim Simons, has averaged 66% annually since 1988, triple Buffett's rate. Yet his net worth is billions less. The reason? Simons hit his stride at 50, giving him far fewer years for that rocket fuel to compound. Housel calculates that with Buffett's time frame, Simons' wealth would be an unimaginable number with 18 digits. The lesson is humbling. The greatest returns are harvested not in hours, but in decades. Why does bad financial news captivate us so easily? We have a built-in bias for pessimism, even though history shows a long, slow arc of progress. Good news is a gentle slope. Bad news is a cliff. A market crashing 40% in 6 months is a 5-alarm fire. A market rising 140% over 6 years is a background hum. We're wired to react to the sudden threat. A plane crash dominates headlines. The 500,000 lives saved annually by medical advances? That's a quiet statistic. There are no overnight miracles, only overnight tragedies.
This doesn't mean we should be naive optimists. It means we must recognize the bias. When the news cycle screams panic, remember, the drama is in the dip, but the wealth is in the patient climb. In 1968, among 300 million high school students globally, about 300 attended a unique Seattle school. Lakeside was the only high school on Earth that leased a powerful computer. One student there was Bill Gates. His intelligence and drive were extraordinary, but so was his 1 in a million luck of access. Gates himself said, "No Lakeside, no Microsoft." But the story has a third character, Kent Evans, just as bright, a key part of that computer club. He never made it to graduation, dying in a mountaineering accident, a 1 in a million risk. Success is not a formula. It's the interplay of skill, preparation, luck, and risk. The latter two being opposite sides of the same coin. They are the unpredictable winds that change the course of any voyage. Acknowledging them breeds not cynicism, but humility. If wealth is the goal, what is its ultimate purpose? Happiness studies point to one supreme factor: autonomy. The ability to control your time, to do what you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want. That is the highest dividend money pays. Pursuing money while sacrificing time is like collecting water in a sieve. You might amass a fortune, but if you have no freedom to enjoy it, the bucket remains empty. True wealth is the hidden option, the unseen flexibility. It's the quiet security of choice. Ever wonder how the greatest art collectors or investors actually win? They aren't right most of the time. They are right a tiny fraction of the time, but spectacularly so. Collector Heinz Berggruen bought hundreds of works. Maybe 1% were by artists like Picasso. That 1% generated over 100 million euros. The other 99% were largely forgettable. Venture capital works the same way. Most startups fail, but the one outlier pays for all the losses. Look at Amazon. Its empire rests on two tailwind products, Prime and AWS. They made up for countless failures, like the Fire Phone. Jeff Bezos knew you must be willing to fail constantly to find those rare world-changing successes. Even Warren Buffett, the majority of his returns come from just a handful of his 500-plus investments. In finance and life, a few tail events determine almost everything.
There's a critical difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich is visible income, flashy cars, and luxury labels. Wealth is the unseen, the financial assets you haven't yet converted into stuff. Wealth is built by restraint. It's the car you didn't buy, the upgrade you declined, the money quietly invested. The person with the Lamborghini might be drowning in debt. The person in the modest sedan might have immense freedom. Appearances are the poorest indicator of true financial health. The only way to build wealth is to not spend the money you have. The market doesn't give away exceptional returns for free. There's an admission fee. It's not in dollars, it's in volatility, fear, and uncertainty. Imagine wanting an 11% annual return. From 1950 to 2019, the Dow delivered just that. But to earn it, you had to endure terrifying crashes, brutal recessions, and years of doubt. Many try to avoid this fee, to time the market, to steal the returns without the fear. It's like trying to steal a car instead of buying one. The price feels like a fine, but it's actually a ticket. You must accept the emotional toll as the non-negotiable cost of a long-term reward. Finally, the most perilous psychological trap, the hedonic treadmill. We achieve a goal, feel a brief high, then immediately set a new, higher one. Bernie Madoff was ultra-wealthy before his fraud. It was never about money. It was about an insatiable hunger for more. Without a personal definition of enough, you are condemned to climb a ladder with no top. The real goal isn't to have more, but to need less. To find the point where your gains in freedom and peace outweigh the next dollar. If this perspective shifted something for you,
Please like this video. It truly helps our channel Talk Psychology reach others seeking clarity. What's one money story you need to rewrite? Let's talk in the comments.